What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. I'm back. I know I've been saying that I was going to film this video for the longest, and I just wanted to quickly do my basic makeup that I do because I really don't do anything for like that. So, and Sophia's crying right now. Don't worry about it. Deontay has her. This is just my life. Let's just get into the video, y'all. Let me quickly show y'all everything that I'm going to be using on my face. This is the CoverGirl Stay Luminous, and I have mine in Soft Sable. That's what it looks like. And I'm going to be using the Born This Way concealer. You've seen one, you've seen them all. And mine is in Chai, or Chi, whatever. And I'm using the Fenty Beauty matchstick in Espresso. And I might use this lip bar, the lip bar that I got from Target, this matte color. I don't know. It's called Miss Independent. And I might use my Laura Mercier translucent powder in medium deep. I don't know, so trying to figure it out. Let's get into it. Okay, what's been going on with me? I know that I have been missing for quite some time now, and I know y'all probably like, girl, where have you been? What's going on? You ain't been uploading. Sis, are you okay? So basically, I'm gonna just give y'all the full tea. So I started a new position with the company that I work for. And I went into it with an open mind because I'm like, okay, you know, this is going to be good for me as a mom, and just as an adult, you learn to kind of take, I guess, you try to take opportunities when they present them, but I've learned over the years every opportunity is not a good opportunity, or it's just not an opportunity for you. You don't have to take every one just because it presents itself. So anyway, I decided, you know, I have a kid, this is offering me more money, why wouldn't I take this? It's a no-brainer. And everyone in my life was like, oh yeah, like go ahead and do it, and things like this, whatever. So anyways, I started the position, and obviously in any position, you know, it takes some adjusting, and it's just one of those things that just comes with the territory, no matter like where you go or whatever. So, you know, I just noticed a few things that, you know, I just didn't really like, things that just was kind of left out, and, you know, it just wasn't really revealed to me. Got that cleared up and everything. But I started noticing that I was bringing my work home, and it was really, I started to ignore it because, you know, listening to everyone else, everybody's like, oh, you know, you're just, you know, still trying to adjust, you know, you'll be okay, you know, it's just that you started a new position, you know, it's just, you know, it's just how that goes. First week jitters. And I'm like, no, y'all, I am like seriously overwhelmed. It's just ridiculous, sis. Like, this is not normal. And I was like, you know what, I'm really in tune with myself, and I just feel like something is just off, and I'm not feeling like myself. I just kind of feel like things are just like not the same. I was constantly having like this uneasy feeling constantly. I'm about to go in with my concealer, and it was just really bad. And I was like, okay, I don't really think that this is normal. So I remember talking to Deontay about it a lot, and I mean, if it was anybody that heard about it the most, was him. There were some adjustments that I had to take this job. For one, I'm a parent first, and I value being a mom, and to me that's just like my go-to thing. And I've always been brought up to, you know, take care of my responsibilities, and you know, when I go to work, I need to give it 150% every single day. And you know, but at the same time, like I said, with me being a mom, anything that's interfering with me being a parent, I'm like, okay, I don't know. Because like I said, I was bringing my work home. I was like super anxious. Look how good this concealer, I love this Born This Way concealer. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so anyway, like I said, I was just taking my work home, and I just didn't really feel like anything was normal. And eventually, you know, like I said, I talked to Deontay about it 1,000 times, talked to my best friend about 1,000 times. I mentioned it to everybody else in my family that I'm close with, and you know, they all were just saying the same thing. And finally I was like, you know what, I just cannot deal with this, because I feel like I cannot give this place 100,000%. I basically had to kind of change my schedule by 30 minutes, but it was pushing back my day with Sophia and everything that I had to do with her a whole extra hour. And her child care as well, which was like a huge inconvenience, and it just was something that I felt like was going to eventually cause a huge issue for me with her going to be officially starting like school and stuff soon, or sooner than later. And I just did not feel right about that. You know, I'm her mom, and I just kind of felt like I was falling short because I was at work longer than I was supposed to be. And it just was like, I know it's like I gotta do what I gotta do, but it just was eating me alive. And the thing is that they wanted me to be able to stay later. So it was like, although you get off at 4 o'clock, you probably won't be getting out of here most days until 5. And I'm like, and it was becoming an issue, which is really weird for me, because I'm like, if you're telling somebody that they get off at 4, you can't just expect for them to have a whole extra hour or even a minute to spare when I have a child. And even if I don't, a lot of people have like second jobs and things like that. So it's best to be fully transparent and say, although you do leave at 4, typically this position requires you to stay an extra 30-20 minutes or whatever, because with, like I said, with Sophia, I have to get her when I have to get off. So it's not I just have time to spare. And yeah, so I just realized I had really bad anxiety. About to contour a little bit, even though I don't really know what I'm doing. Anyways, but hold on, y'all. Really embarrassing for me a little bit, because I just kind of felt like I said, I've never really dealt with anxiety like that. And how do I explain this to my loved ones? How do I say like, hey, you know, I'm not really feeling like myself? I just was like really embarrassed, because like I've always, I guess, kind of not dealt with anxiety, like I said. And it was just like tough, because I know like lately, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of stuff going around, you know, like with just like mental health and things like that. And me knowing that, you know, oh, I'm just like, you know, just having a hard time adjusting and just pretty much just learning a lot about myself and work and things like that, or just like knowing like your limits, knowing like what you're capable of doing, what you're not capable of doing. It's basically that, you know, just like maturing and just like getting older in life and just realizing, okay, this is not a good fit for me, or this triggers this in me. It's just learning that. But learning it at a time like this, I think was what was like pretty tough for me, because it was like, you know, this is a whole job that I can't just walk away from. And it's no shade towards the job, but it just really started to trigger different things in me, and it taught me a lot about myself and like what I don't like. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, it was really tough. But I'm about to go in with this. I'm probably going to cut some out, because I'm going to put on my mascara as well. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So this is what I would typically do. My very simple makeup look. I don't really do too much, because yeah. But basically, to sum all of this up, it was just a mixture of things with me, like I said, learning who I am and what I like and do not like in the workplace, different things that maybe triggered that, and just overall just saying, okay, Naja, it's a job, you can figure it out, you know. So I bought a weighted blanket, because I heard that that kind of works for many different reasons. One of the reasons is for people that have really bad anxiety. So I bought a weighted blanket. I started off with a 12-pound one, and so far so good. I feel like it has kind of helped. It was just really tough, because I didn't want people to worry. I think that was my biggest thing. Like, hold on. I think it was mostly because I don't really think that I acknowledged how much I had going on I think prior to this job switch. You guys watch my vlog channel. I don't know if you do, but can't even say it. Jeez, get through it. Okay. I recently lost my dog, and I lost him the week before Christmas, that Friday. I think it was a Friday. No, yeah, it was on the 20th. And he had been sick for quite some time, and it just kind of drastically went downhill like 1 week. And it was crazy because that week I had took off like towards the end of that week. So losing him, and in the mix of adjusting to like a new environment and job and people and different things, that was kind of triggering me being like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? Like, in that, and then feeling that mommy guilt and stuff. And I know a lot of people are like, it's just a dog, it's not that serious, and I can go all into as to why it's personal to me. I think I never really stopped to take care of myself and be like, girl, are you okay? Do you need to cry? Like, do you need to feel these emotions? Do you need to really like bask in this change that you're going through, as far as losing a pet and this pet no longer being here, and you know, even down to getting rid of this pet's things. And but all in all, I think once I acknowledged that, then I was like, okay, I think you know, I'm gonna be alright, you know, because I think when I had told Deontay, he started to really worry, because I mean, to give him credit and everyone else, with so much going on and so many people dealing with mental issues and, you know, just mental health and everything like that, I think it's better to be safe than sorry, to say, are you really okay? Like, is this just a little bit of anxiety, or is this really, really bad where I have to potentially watch you and worry about you? And I was like, no, it's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, and at first I was kind of offended, because I was like, what do you think I'm trying to say? Like, you know, like, I would never hurt myself or harm myself or anything, but I understand that there's so much going on in the world today that you have to ask those things. And to be honest, I do want to thank him for stepping up to the plate and at least having that conversation with me, because you just never really know. But I thank God that, you know, that never even crossed my mind. I'm not, you know, like, it's just having a little bit of mommy guilt, and it's more of a so much at one time, and you're just like, okay, wow, I've never really felt this way. So I think that's really what triggered the anxiety and where all of that stuff is coming from. But I am happy to say, like I said, that I am doing much better. But I did want to talk about this because I felt like maybe some people are going through similar things, and I guess I had such a strong personality that it was hard for me to say, I don't know what's wrong with me, something's going on. And that was tough for me to say, because it's like instantly people are like, what you mean something wrong with you? You just and you like, no, I don't want, not like that. But you know, so it was just hard to explain. So I'm glad, you know, that I was able to get that out. But this is it, y'all. This is, you know, I'm all done. So thank y'all for watching, thank y'all for listening. Hopefully this video helped someone out there that maybe, you know, are experiencing these things. Sorry for the lengthy video, but I will see y'all in my next one. Bye, guys.